Hi everyone, I'm Mishan and our group number is number 10. Today our group will be present the MIT Administrative Server Security Enhancement Project. Our group members are Winda and Eranga, and my student number is SDG 3009. This project is about making MIT security systems safer and protecting the important information such as student records and staff information. In this project, we look at the security risk, improve the security controls, and create the plans to handle the security problems. In next slide, we are talking about the project overview. The main goal of the project were like the finding the important security threats, create a risk management plan, create the incident response plan, and check the current network security and missing security controls at the missing controls like that, and make sure the system follow the MIT security requirements. And these steps helps to keep the organization data safe. In the next slide, uh, we found the several important security threats, and these are like social engineering attacks, password theft, and unauthorized access, insider attack, and data theft. These threats can cause the problems such as payroll frauds, loss of the student information, identity theft, and the system downtimes. To reduce these risks, strong security controls and staff awareness is very important. These are the key points. And to continue the presentation, I'm inviting to Winda.
Thank you, Miss Ed. Hi, everyone. My name is Winda Pebrianti, and my student number is LIL3014. So I'll continue the presentation. So the next slide, talking about security policy review. So the first of all, we review MIT current security policies and procedures. And we looked at password rules, user access controls, network security, and administrative processes. And during this review, we found several areas that could be improved to make the organization more secure. And we also compared that current policies with industry best practices. And this helped us identify security gaps and develop recommendations to improve the overall security framework. And then the next slide, we talk about improvements after feedback. After receiving feedback, so we made several important improvements to our projects. And we improved the incident reporting and escalation process so the security issues can be reported and handled more quickly. And also, we expanded the threat assessment metrics to better identify and evaluate risks. And in addition, we strengthened risk treatment strategies to address security weaknesses, and staff roles and responsibilities during security incidents were clarified, and governance process were improved. These changes made the security framework more effective and practical. And the next slide, we talk about risk management plan. Our risk management plan focused on protecting MIT most important assets. So these assets include the main server, student fee database, payroll system, supplier invoice portal, and domain controller. So we identified possible threats and vulnerabilities for each asset and selected appropriate security controls. And these controls include strong passwords, access control, and least privileged access, port security, and also staff security awareness training. And by implementing these controls, MIT can reduce the risks of cyber attacks and minimize the impact of security incidents. And the next slide will be continued by Era.
Thank you, Vinja. My name is Seranga Ruamtheva and my student ID is ANZE3030. Now I will be talking about the network audit findings. As part of this project, we reviewed the existing network and security measures to understand how well the organization was protected. The audit helped us identify several areas where security could be improved. It also gave us a clearer picture of the current security situation and the potential risks that could affect the organization. By reviewing the network, we were able to identify weaknesses and recommend improvements to make the environment more secure. Based on these findings, we then moved on to the network changes implemented. After reviewing the network, several security improvements were introduced to strengthen protection and reduce risk. The main purpose of these changes was to make the network safer, improve security practices, and provide better protection for important organizational information. These improvements also help create a more secure environment for both staff and students who use the network and its services. In the next slides, I will show the examples of the security measures that were implemented as part of this project. These examples demonstrate how the recommended improvements were applied in practice. They show the steps taken to strengthen security and support the overall protection of the organization. As you can see, each improvement contributes to creating a safer and more reliable network environment. Now we are moving on to the conclusion. This project focused on improving the cybersecurity of MIT administrative services. Throughout the project, we identified key cybersecurity threats and risks that could impact the organization. We then developed a risk management plan to help reduce those risks and an incident response plan to help the organization respond effectively if a security incident occurs. We also reviewed the existing security measures through a network audit and implemented several improvements to strengthen overall security. By combining these activities, the organization is better prepared to prevent security incidents, reduce potential risks, and protect important information. This project also highlighted the importance of regularly reviewing security measures and continuously improving them to keep up with changing cyber threats. Overall, the recommendations and improvements developed in this project provide a stronger foundation for maintaining a secure and reliable environment for the organization. Thank you for listening.